So many have ideas and concepts that they sit on for years and never get out of them. They never share those ideas. They never attempt to create. They just sit on those ideas. Why? This is where one just must do. They just must do, must be, and attempt to do all they can just to put something out. It all began with 3 different conclusions. A lot of today's music is over-sexualized. Some of it sounds good, but what goal is accomplished with it? And can it teach or even reach the youngest of ears? Children become that which they are taught. If you feed them bullshit, that's what they'll become. But if you feed them fine foods, the finest, the finest foods that you can get your hands on, their minds will be enhanced till they can think for themselves. I wanted to become the change that I so desired as a listener. And also copyright claims on my YouTube channel. I wanted to create my own background music. So that's why I created music. Initially, Shazam was my only goal. My audience comprises of global listeners. I wanted to produce music as a means of cultural appreciation. To add, my aim was for music to be introduced to foreigners from different countries, ultimately fostering a form of cultural exposure worldwide. As an example, you'll see people in countries like Brazil, Africa, Bosnia, Greece, and all over. You have instruments that American citizens never even heard of. But once you hear the variations of instruments, you realize the world is much bigger than what you assumed. Therefore, an appreciation is built through hearing and finally conceptualizing. While creating music, many assume one must go to school and have all these costly resources just to create music. But I must debunk all those assumptions. I literally built songs and asked my music instructor, yo, what are these chords that I just put into these songs? My first 30 songs, I didn't play any instruments in. I learned music 11 days before even making that album. I didn't know anything about recording or anything about composing prior to that. I just tried it and just made it. I also want to add, I do know a little bit of theory and know how to apply math as an engineer, but when you start to create a song, all theory and grammatical errors fly out the window. When you create music, you then create your own world. The rules are up to you to build, all with your desire to build that which you want to change in mind. The goal is to feel the music, become the music during its inception, or to release it to the world. Lastly, now I want to leave you with a question. When you listen to music, a song, what makes you listen to the entire song?